The top brass of China's ruling Communist Party is wrapping up a meeting in Beijing to discuss the country's future direction. At the four-day closed-door plenum, the Communist Party Central Committee mapped out its next five-year plan from 2026 to 2030. That period is seen as crucial for Beijing to gain a stronger foothold in its growing rivalry with the United States. There were personnel changes, too, after 9 top generals were purged. Let's bring in DW correspondent Rik Glauert. He is following the meeting from Taipei in Taiwan. Rik, China's Communist Party is set to approve a 5-year roadmap today. What do we know about the future that the party leaders are envisioning for the country?
Well, this is a meeting that takes place behind closed doors. Those attendees are locked away to prevent leaks. And they'll be planning the next 5-year plan that will be officially rubber stamped by the National People's Congress next year, when we'll get a full look at what that plan is. But we do know from Chinese state media that Chinese President Xi Jinping has addressed the plenum this week. He said that he was outlining a plan for high-quality economic growth. We expect that's in areas like AI, green energy, electric vehicles and other high-end manufacturing. Now, Xi will be wanting to boost domestic demand, which has been weak in China, and that's been leading to slower growth. Obviously, this all comes as the US and China trade war continues, with China facing the potential of more tariffs and more actions from the US, and Xi set to meet Trump in just a few days. So state media have really been painting Xi and this plan as, as Xi is a master planner of China's long-term rise, showing that he's different, a contrast to the US and Trump with playing short-term politics.
This meeting comes just after a massive purge of China's military. Rik, what do we know about who will take their place and how that will affect power dynamics in the country?
Yes, well, this meeting is as much about power as it is about policy. Those generals, including the military's number 2, were expelled from the Communist Party over corruption allegations, being described as one of the biggest military purges in recent years. Now, this could be genuine anti-corruption. This could be a political purge. Either way, it looks like Xi is continuing to strengthen his control of the party, replacing people he deems either ineffective or disloyal. But it also expresses some instability at the very top of China's chain of command. It makes Xi's rule look quite brittle, particularly as some of the key figures in this round of purges were his own appointees, part of his inner circle.
You're in Taiwan, of course, a self-ruled democracy that China claims as its own. What impact could the new 5-year agenda have on Taiwan?
Well, yes, Taiwan is a major issue for Xi Jinping. He said that getting Taiwan under Beijing's control is part of China's national rejuvenation. Of course, that's what the government here in Taiwan rejects. They say that the Taiwanese people should decide their own future. Now, Reuters is reporting that officials here in Taiwan are worried that the new 5-year plan could include plans to exert economic control over Taiwan to bring it under Beijing's control. And they're particularly worried about the islands of Jinmen. These are islands close to China's coast, where China has been building bridges and a new airport. They're flagging that Jinmen, those islands, could become the equivalent of Ukraine's Crimea.
That was Rik Glauert in Taipei. Thanks so much.